Next in our superhero series is Iron Man. Tony Stark had everything. He was an intelligent inventor. He was a billionaire. He ran a company called Stark Industries, which created powerful weapons that were used in war all over the world. But Tony's perfect life was about to change. Forever. One day, Tony went to his secret base to sell his high-tech weapons to the military. The military loved Tony's weapons because they were strong and powerful. Nobody made weapons like Tony. Suddenly, they were attacked. A huge explosion blasted through the room, hurting Tony very badly. An enemy army rushed in and quickly recognized the famous inventor. They grabbed Tony Stark and ran off. He had been kidnapped. Tony was thrown into a dirty prison cell that was littered with mechanical parts and electronic equipment. The rebel army told Tony that he had been hurt in the blast and his heart had become weak. If Tony didn't help the rebels create a special weapon for them, he would not live very long. The inventor had no choice but to do what they demanded. As Tony looked around, he noticed he wasn't alone. Another scientist by the name of Yinsen had also been captured and forced to work for the rebel army. Tony and Yinsen began to draw various designs for weapons they thought the rebels would be interested in. Or so they wanted the rebels to think. In fact, the two scientists were making something not for the enemy force, but for themselves. Something that would help them escape. The two scientists worked on their secret project for hours and hours. They cut metal into various shapes and sizes and heated the iron so that it could bend. They made sure their invention was strong and powerful enough to withstand the enemy force when it attacked. Finally, their device was finished. Tony and Yinsen then unleashed it, an iron suit, on the rebels and broke out of the prison. Tony and Yinsen escaped. They were safe and sound, and it was all because of the iron armor they had built. Tony realized that he did not want to make weapons for war anymore. He wanted to protect people. That's when he got an idea. Tony Stark would help those in need, and he would use the iron suit to do it. In the armor, Tony could fight off villains and also soar through the sky. But Tony knew that the clunky metal suit he had made out of spare parts wasn't the best invention. He needed to work out the kinks and clanks, make it better, make it lighter. And with a powerful energy force called repulsor technology, Tony would make it invincible. Tony changed the look of the armor, making it streamlined and smooth. And as long as Tony's special chest plate remained intact, his heart would beat strong. After making the final adjustments to the gloves, boots, and mask, Tony began to put the parts piece by piece. Finally, the man in the iron suit was ready. Tony had armor that was strong enough to protect those who needed it and stop those who wanted to bring fear to the world. As Tony admired his shiny new suit, he heard a report come over the television that two supervillains were attacking the downtown area. Tony knew that now was the time for the world to witness a new superhero in action. It was time for the world to witness the invincible Iron Man.